wanna be the very best that no one ever was.
Gotcha, bitch!
Yo, welcome to episode 3 of my Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Let's just hop into it. Let's go. We're going to bring in this team. Let's show it. Yo, check out my team. It's Magnera, Assault Vest. It's got some heart, so it's special attack. We'll keep going up, and especially defensive, it's Calm. My special wall on my team. Then I got Hippopotam. It is Intimidate, with a Citrus Berry. Kind of my defensive wall on my team, but, kind of offensive as well. Plays a couple roles here. It can get rid of, Talking Spikes and Stuff Rocks and Spikes and Sticky Web. All that shit with just Rapid Spin. And she just my my hazards removal. Then I have Inteleon, and he's like my special sweeper for sure. Like, he's got the choice specs, so he's definitely gonna be doing some serious damage on the special side, and the sniper kind of helps. If it's a critical hit, it'll do more damage. Heatran is my Stuff Rock setter, also another special wall, like a backup special wall. But he's also a good sports supporter too. Can also do some good special damage. Get the air balloon, that's fire, so he's not gonna be untouchable by fire moves for sure, or mostly. And air balloon, one hit, so can't get hit by ground types until it gets attacked. Then we have Tapu Bulu, who's got the Grass Surge Life Orb. He's a physical hitter. We need that on this team for sure. One of my favorite mons. Can definitely do some serious physical damage. And then, last but not least, Landorus, my favorite mon on this team, is a physical hitter, and it is going to outspeed a lot of things. It's jolly. Let's battle! Okay, so we're going to start battling, just, whatever. Just to be fun. I can't wait to do this. Whoa. I guess I'm trying to get on the internet first or whatever. Like, just recording, afterhand. I did this video quite some time ago, not too long ago, actually, and I'm just gonna get some battles in, and I can't wait to show you guys what my team looks like. It is pretty badass. Y'all have seen my team, and my team is going to kick some ass like usual. I can't wait to showcase my singles team. Are y'all ready for it? I hope I get a win. I'm recording my gameplay, but I had no audio to it. I deleted it, so I'm talking over and putting audio to it. Okay, anyways, with that being said, who do I lead with on this team? I need to lead with Landers. Landers is usually my go-to. Or Heatran, actually Heatran. JK. Turns out that I'm going against a team of legendaries, and so these are the teams I like to go against. It's a team that makes me look good if I win, and makes them look like, oh, I lost because I used a team of legendaries. So they look like are retarded and they look stupid. So like, don't use a team of legendaries unless you know you're gonna fucking win. But here I go, and I lead if a Heatran, and like I'm afraid of the fighting type move, but then he goes for taunt. I'm like, what the fuck, like this fucking game, like when he goes for taunt, I was like, damn, what the fuck. Like, I know Mewtwo runs taunt, but like, goddamn, I really wanted to get my rocks up. I was worried about the fighting type move. I was worried about Always Fear, or even that one that does 120. But this fucker is setting up screens in my fucking face. It's like, what the fuck? So I wanted the Earthquake, I really did, but I didn't think it would one-shot it, but U-turn it was more effective, so if U-turn doesn't one-shot it, Earthquake probably doesn't one-shot it. So I was like, let's U-turn, and then we gotta figure out who we're going to. He is a, you know, he just put up the light screen, so we're going to go, we're predicting that fighting type move, but then again, Heatran can take it, but like, I don't know, I fucked up here. Yes, I remember now. I forgot that he runs taunt. So he goes for reflect, so he's setting up the screens. I fucking forgot that you know, I was gonna go for Will-O-Wisp. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I think he's like gonna switch or something. I forgot that he runs taunt, so he never taunts my ass again. I was like, fuck, I'm retarded because I forgot. I can't use Will-O-Wisp. I don't know. I'm tripping hard because like I'm trying to fucking like this Mewtwo is like fucking me over like hardcore. Like, it's got the most interesting moveset. What was that? Taunt, light screen, reflect, self-destruct. But I'm just confused as fuck as to like why, what that Mewtwo even was. It's like, and I'm just having a good time, just like laughing it out. Like I felt like that was an easy win. I don't know what he was thinking, but I was pretty wild, pretty lame, but like cool. But I don't know. No, I'm cool actually. He does have all these screens though, so I don't know what he's planning. But like his team is very superly defensive right now, so it's gonna be hard to penetrate or like do some serious damage. I'm predicting a ground type move. That's why I went into Hammer-Top. Lowers attack, and they might even go for Stealth Rocks. That's what I was thinking. But like bulk up, so it's like fucking bulk up behind the reflect and a light screen. Like, and they would not be easy to take out and fake out. I guess I'm gonna figure out how to kill one turn of the screens, but like look how much damage it does. Like does nothing. We really want to burn ground on, so we're gonna go into Heatran, I believe, so you get the Will-O-Wisp, but that would be unsmart. You know, because he could go for a Pursuit Blade or an Earthquake, but I doubt he's gonna go into it with my fighting type out. That's why I go into Heatran, ladies and gentlemen. He's just bulking up in my face, so like it's not looking good. Here I predict the ground type moves. I'm afraid to go for Stealth Rocks or Will-O-Wisp. I'm just like, he's gonna like Precipitous Blade my ass and like destroy me. And there's an Earthquake and not cool on his part. I mean, it's go for us. He predicted that. We lower this thing's attack. And will he go for EQ again? I don't think so. That's why I go for heat training. I'm playing games with this fool. You know, when it's pretty insane, actually. I guess I'm U-turning. I'm doing what Pokemon I want to go into. Again, that's another thing. But I didn't even decide we're going into U-turn. Or no, Tapu Bulu is like coming out eventually. I feel like Tapu Bulu will one-shot Groudon. We're just afraid of the Fire Punch or the Fire type move. That's when he goes for EQ on Heatran, and game over. He saw through my shit. I didn't even see that. My Lando was in, so like if I kept my Lando in, went for EQ or something, like, like he would have been like pissed off as fuck. So he sees my switching game, and so it's like, damn, no, I cannot put rocks out for the rest of this duration of this matchup. So it's fucking lame. So I'm like all kinds of pissed. I'm just like, I'm gonna one-shot this Groudon. The sun is down. I'm Choice Specs. This is the one time I can like switch in my Inteleon, and that's where he decides to Dynamax his Groudon. The motherfucker. Like, I'm like, fuck you, dude. Like, hell no. Like, this thing looks very intimidating. It's like, ha ha ha, in my face. Like, look at that thing. Like, imagine, like, I don't know which is worse, that thing or Godzilla. Goddamn. Look at it. So, anyways, I miss my Hydro Pump. I miss my Hydro Pump. Just to add, like, insult to injury. Hydro Pump, I'm certain would have one-shot at that Dynamaxmon. I'm certain, ladies and gentlemen, but that would have knocked out. It would have knocked out that thing. Like, that is some utter bullshit. Some utter bullshit. So he's faster than me because fucking gay ass Max Airstream, and like he just like outspeeds my water type. And so he officially outspeeds my team. So for whatever reason I went for Tapu Bulu. I guess in my head at the time I was thinking, hey Woodhammer this bitch, but I forgot he went for that Max Airstream. Well, not that I forgot, I just thought, well, Groudon's already naturally not really that fast. I'm not outspeed it anyways, but if I tell you I could outspeed it, there's no way Tapu Bulu was gonna outspeed it. Like, the fuck was I thinking? And then somehow Tapu Bulu lives on 4 HP. So I'm like, I could have swapped into this thing first. Like, bam! And Woodhammer, like, if I had Mega Evolved my thing, Woodhammer would have done more damage. But look how like gross like this gets. It gets even more intense. The motherfucker has a weakness policy. So like once he lives a super effective move, it doubles his attack and his special attack. So it's like, fuck. This Groudon is getting intimidating by the second. It's like, how am I gonna take out this monster? He's all like laughing in my face. It looks pretty insane. Like, thank God Dynamax is over. Like, that was a nightmare. It still is a nightmare because he's got all the stats boosted. Like, you need like 3 or 4 bulk ups. How many bulk ups is that? 2 or 3? And then he's got a weakness policy go off. So, like, he's fucking strong as fuck. What the fuck? I'm debating hard what I want to go for. Ice Beam was the move, but I have to Dynamax. And in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna one-shot. I'm going to one-shot this motherfucker. And I can't wait. I need to, like, do serious damage right now. Here goes not there. He goes for Boca. I'm like, perfect. You're an idiot. Perfect. You're an idiot. So I go for a max hailstorm. I'm like, yay, I'm gonna one shot Groudon and get what supposed to. But and it was beautiful. My turn to be threatening. But you know, like to I mean I get the special boost, everything's looking all nice. But spoiler alert, I guess that's how you say it. I do lose this match. However, I put up a fucking kick-ass fight, like fight to the death, because like literally we go down to one mon versus one mon. Keep in mind, I use like pretty like some standardish mons, I guess, OU, and he uses in the team of Uber some legendaries, so it's like legendaries versus like the overused mon, so it's like goddamn, you know the legendaries are better, so like of course it's like I was already at a disadvantage from the start. He had a team of legendaries, but I said fuck no, I am game on. I am not going to back down, and I'm going to accept any and every challenge. I don't give a fuck if you bring a team of legendaries. Let's go. Cause like when I win the team of legendaries and I win, it's fucking funny and I feel really good. I'm like, damn, you brought a team of legendary mons and you still lost, Like, what the fuck? And they're like, how did you beat me with normal mons? And I'm like, it's called like strategy and like learning the mons. Just you don't need like those legendary Pokemon to win all the time, fucker. But you know, it was a really close match. Like I did some things that I could have done to possibly like. I made a few little minor mistakes. I could have potentially won this match. But y'all just saw, I just took out his Incineroar, and I'm like T-boning like a madman, because I want to like get the boost with electric field, electric terrain, and I don't like debating here. Don't want to go for a Thunderbolt or the Floor, but I did go for T-Bolt because it would just do more damage. I'm just thinking why he went into, you know, his Dark Flying type. What's going on? That's when he withdraws. But later in the match, I learned that his Dark Flying type has a Fire type move, Heat Wave. Yveltal has Heat Wave, or whatever it's called. So I'm just like, that is a dirty trick. We're just gonna keep T-balling. I have no idea why he brought in this ghost fighting type. Well, at the time I had no idea. But that doesn't, it's a decent amount. He steals my stats. I forgot about that move. Most of people have forgot about the move, I want to say. Because not many people are using Marshadow. Like, that's a legendary mon. That's a legendary mon. Like, no one ever used that mon. And I'm like, so confident. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking win. I'm gonna fucking win. I was so thrilled. I was so excited. My Nara was like stealing the show. My Nara was stealing the show. Like, holy fuck. Like, I'm like knocking out mods, T-balling, and like my special attack going straight up. Every time I'm just like, I'm gonna win. And then like, what the fuck is this shit? It one shots for Magnera. Like, I could have won. Like, I'm like, what is that? Oh yeah, that's horse shit. And so it's him and Tom and Lando left. And like, I guess I fuck up here. One of my few like minor fuck ups that turn out to be major, like me losing, is here. You know, it's pretty heavy that I lost here. Like, I'm choice. You know, I should have. You know, I could. You know, I forgot about I forgot about like, you know, Yveltal, the flying type, so I went straight for EQ. I forgot that he, you know, could switch out, and he knows my last mods. If I had gone for Stone Edge here or U-turn instead of goddamn Earthquake, you know, I'm choice scarred, remember? So like, I have to go into hit my top or take a free damage, you know. So he's gonna hit me hard with Oblivion Wing, and hit my top is like, the fuck? You know, I don't like flying type moves, especially the special kind. The fuck is going on? This is bullshit. Oblivion Wing, bam. I mean, shit. Like, I just, him and top gets like fucking like annihilated. Like, like there's just no way he was living that. Just no way. So like he knocks out my land, and so it's like now I'm gonna pick a move I want to lock in myself into. You know I'm gonna knock out this bitch. I'm gonna go with Stone Edge, but like his next mod, Stone Edge is like not effective at all to it, so it's like fuck. And that's game over with this match. You know, I don't think I missed my Stone Edge. You know, it's got that 80% accuracy. It doesn't even like fucking one shots it, and he gets a free Oblivion Wing. Like, fuck you. Like as the last little, it doesn't like 70% to Lando. But I mean, like the damage is done. I'm locked into Stone Edge. His next mod is gonna like eat Stone Edges up for breakfast, and like, you know, it's just not happening. It's just not happening. Like, y'all see how close I was to winning this match. Like, he's got one, it's literally 1 versus 1, Lando versus his legendary mod. But the fact that I was able to bring him down to 1 mod left, he's using the let me repeat that, ladies and gentlemen. He has a team full of legendary mods. Pokemon, they're all legendary Pokemons. And I'm using the basic team, and so like, I was able to bring him down to his knees with 1 mod left, 3 minutes left of the match. Like I was able to like, you know, fight to the death, and fucking like my Stone Edge is just like me, and then like he just like destroys Orlando, like goodbye. And like my Stone Edge, he does nothing, like he does nothing, just tickles him. Like, and I lose that match. The salt is real. But I was pretty satisfied, like no fucks given. Like I was pretty happy because like I knew that like it was a good match, because like it was like 1v1 in the end. And I would say Magnera was the MVP to that match, threatening the hell out of his team until like, you know, he brought out that, you know, that shit. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. Then I tried to get up with a matchup with this fool, but then like I don't know what happened. He just kind of like ditched, ding dong ditched, or like I don't know, maybe he's an internet troll. I don't know, but he left, like, or maybe his internet went out. I don't know. We were trying to battle, but like he just like, nope, doesn't work. So I was like, okay, all right, you gotta keep on keeping on. And I like it when they have me choose the rules. I'm always gonna choose normal rules, like 6v6, put everything at level 50, and the normal single battle rules. Like, because I've had a couple of matches where they choose, like, for whatever reason, they choose unrestricted. And when it's unrestricted, it's, you know, 6 mods, and like, you better have your Pokemon at level 100. And guess what? I have my Pokemon at level 100, but do they? They don't. So it's like, the fuck? Why'd you even choose that? Like, shit. But anyways, I'm looking at his team, I'm like, oh fuck. Can we name his team? Tyranitar, Lucario, Swampert, Alakazam, Suicune, and Kaboya? Wow, yep, that's his team. We lead off with Landorus. Because I feel like Landorus is a good lead. I think he leads out with a Tyranitar if I'm being completely honest with you guys. If I mean like for real, I think it's Tyranitar he leads out with. Cause I lead out with my Landorus. And once I see Tyranitar, I'm just like, fuck yeah. Cause Landorus like can, you know, I'm like not afraid, but I'm just like, what if they think it's weakness policy? Like that's a very common item on, you know, those Pokemons, those bulky physical mons like Tyranitar and like Metagross. They all like to carry fucking weakness policy. But I feel like the safe middle ground play is to go for a U-turn, get some damage, and like switch into something that can like eat up a hit and to take an even bigger hit. And we're going to Heatran. He goes for Stone Edge, so I'm just like, goddamn. Sometimes, I guess I was expecting Ice Beam or Ice Punch because like Tyranitar has access to those moves. So don't blame me, okay? I didn't see Stone Edge coming. I was like, the fuck, Stone Edge? For real? If it was Stone Edge, I would have gone for Hit My Top. Like I would switch immediately into Hit My Top because I can see Hit My Top being like MVP for this match. Like Hit My Top's like Magnera? Like no. This match, I'm gonna be MVP. So he goes with Fire Punch. I'm like, okay, I see, dog. The Fire Punch, alright. So, like, Hitmontop comes in, like, that should be enough to threaten any Tyranitar. Like, I got close combat. Like, the fuck? I'm a fighting type. Like, I'll look at his team. I can close combat any mon on his team for super or regular effect. Like, he has got no ghost types or nothing. No poison types, nothing to resist fighting. So I'm just like, close combat, no way, he doesn't even switch out. He's like, tame my body. I'm like, okay. No kidding. But it was just too easy. Like, I'm just walking away from the video. I'm like, this guy is like trolling me. I saw like a website to the Pokemon's name, so like I think this person's advertising they're selling Pokemon and shit. I'm not even gonna y'all can check it out. Check out that website, check that out. Like I'm good on that. I definitely like why he switches to Lucario freaks me out. I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? And does he know that I just close combat? Does he know that I just fucking tore Tyranitar, his last mon, like, in half, like, no, it like fucking disintegrated. Like, I tore him a new asshole. I know, a new one. Like, Tyranitar was like, what is this? But so why the fuck he switches to Lucario is a big fat mystery. It's like holy shit. I have no idea what Lucario's planning to do. Like, I have no idea like what it wants to do. If he can learn a second type move. But he goes for extreme speed, so I'm like, what the hell? This guy doesn't know like anything about mon or switching. That's what I feel like. You know, like he's got a decent team, but at the same time it's like this is too easy. I almost went an Earthquake, which I go for. It doesn't switch out, so this is a one-shot Lucario. Like, bye Lucario, see ya. On the other flip side, see ya. So we knock out his other mon, so I was just like, goddamn. So like, I guess we might win this one. Like, let's show y'all what, like, that's all my first battle, like, in this video, like, me go against some dude, like, with fucking, like, legendaries. This is like what knowledge is, like, the standard, you know, I'm just like, okay. too easy. I'm predicting like the water move or the ice type move. He might go for a waterfall or ice punch. I'm like, who the fuck wants to take a bow? I'm gonna get a hammer top. Hammer top is looking really, really golden here. I mean, like, I don't have anything to resist any of those, but those are both physical type moves, and hammer top is a really pretty defensive, and intimidate makes it even more defensive, and he can retaliate with a physical type move while simultaneously taking these physical type moves if he stays in. So I feel pretty confident into going in for like a fucking close combat or switching into something that can take a water type move. If I take out, I choose Tapu Bulu and I'm ready to like threaten the fuck out of his martial, but guess what he decides to go for on Hitmontop? Look at this shit. Like, holy fuck. It goes for Ice Beam. I'm like, what the hell? He went for Ice Beam on my Hitmontop. What was he trying to accomplish? That thing is mixed Ice Beam, Waterfall. Like, what is it thing's nature? Because I'm like, that thing has like it's a mix set. Is it naive? Is it hasty? I don't know what the fuck that shit is. But we now know he doesn't switch at all. He just like his mons taking an ass beating. So like we just horn leech it all and get our HP back. I was like, what the fuck? It's too funny. Like, bro, if you predict, we gotta learn to predict. I don't know what to tell this fool I'm going against. I mean, it looks like a chick because like I'm looking at that chick avatar, but I don't know. I'm just gonna assume it's a guy. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. So then he goes into my Tapu Bulu could potentially stay in. I have superpower, but I don't think it's gonna one shot it. You know, because if he goes for the steel type move, I'm dead. Like Tapu Bulu doesn't like steel because it's part fairy. So we're gonna go into Hitmontop. Hitmontop is slowly trying to be MVP. Like I said that once, I said that twice, but Hitmontop is like coming through because a lot of his teams are weak to fighting, and Hitmontop is a fighting type. So like Hitmontop is threatening his physical sweepers or his physical hitters. Like, I'm supposed to threaten this thing with another close combat. He probably won't switch. Do you guys think he's gonna switch from right now? Because, like, he has not switched on his mod. Like, he has not. Like, do I go for freak out? I'm like, no, just close combat. Like, I'm looking at the rest of his team. Everyone on his team doesn't want to take a close combat. So I'm like, close combat it is. Guess what? To no surprise, he stays in and Sticker Swords does nothing. So he close combat. I was surprised that he outsped me, but you know, I guess I wasn't too surprised because like Hitmontop can fucking like it's not the fastest mod out there, not speedy or anything, but more defensive and offensive, so it's all good. So I'm just like, damn, like this is just like, what do I do? Because I don't want to stay in. Because like I just did a close combat, lowered my defenses, my defense and my special defense, as you know, close combat does. So we're predicting like the steel type move, or like even better, he goes for his own close combat. We're the fighting type move. Lando can take fighting type moves 4 days because it's a part flying, and you know, flying can eat up fighting. And these parts steel, so like we're gonna go for Earthquake. No, not thinking about it. That's what's happening next. I'm like, there's no hesitation. He hasn't been switching out his mon, so he's just staying in. You know, like as soon as I switch into something that can like do serious damage, he shows no fear as his mons get taken down. Like it's insane. Like you're supposed to be like, oh shit, I know what the thing's gonna do. I better switch out to a mon that can take it. But he doesn't play that. I don't know. That was weird. Interesting. So we're predicting like Psychic, Shadow Ball. You know, like a super strong special type move. It's Alakazam for crying out loud. Y'all know Alakazam, like Alakazam's been in the game for a hot minute. So here goes Alakazam, like, just chilling. He goes for teleport. I'm like, bro, this is casual, because, like, this guy has no idea what he's doing. Like, what is going on? Teleport? I haven't seen okay guys, like, no exaggeration. That was the first time in my life I've seen anybody using teleporting Alakazam. Like, ever, like in any battle instant, up to that point. I don't think I'll ever see it again. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And then, like, he just, anyways, like, with that being said, like, going to, witness, his Suicune getting Dynamaxed, you know, I'm just like, not even threatened in the least. Like, it looks, terrifying, but I'm like thinking the same thing. Like, this is one of those moments where, like, if it's a Dynamax moment, it's a Dynamax moment, and, like, it's a Dynamax moment. We're, like, looking at each other. He's looking at me. I'm looking at him. I'm like, it's a Dynamax. You're like, yeah. So you just both, like, you just kind of knew. It's kind of hard to say why or how, but it was happening. I got a sense that he would. He got a sense that I would. I don't know what he was thinking, but I knew what I was thinking, and I knew it was time. I just wanted to do serious damage and knock this thing out. I just think Thunderbolt wasn't enough. And even with me Dynamaxing and doing Max Lightning, I'm glad I Dynamaxed. I'm glad I did. I'm glad he did, because, like, now I know, like, that, like, I don't know, like, it's just weird. Like, I just get it out, get it over with. Just Dynamax already. So, like, I can, like, end the suspense, you know what I mean? So it's like, oh my god, when is he gonna Dynamax? Is he gonna Dynamax? No, what about now? Like, so, like, now I don't have to worry about that for the rest of the match. I can just be like, okay, well, he's Dynamaxed right now, as he's speaking. So it's like, yeah, cool. And, like, there's not really much I can do. I can, like, eat up these Max Geysers. It's doing a lot of damage, like, for Suicune. It's like more defensive, especially defensive, not bad. Like, blame the rain or something, because that water is doing a lot of damage. The Max Geyser, like, it's not fun. I eventually knock it out, but I'm just like, at what cost? Like, that Suicune was just like, goddamn. Like, I was sitting there, like, thinking, like, damn, like, I lost so much HP to that Suicune. Will Alakazam, like, knock me out? Like, what's going on? I decided to go for T-Ball. He's got one mon left, and that's what I knew for a fact. His Pokemon are, like, something wrong. His Alakazam went for Confusion, like laugh out loud, and y'all know, like, it's not Confusion in this bitch. It's fucking, like, Psychics, Psyshock. Those are competitive moves. Confusion is like, you're playing the story mode, trying to get 8 gym badges. Like, miss me with that. Like, we're trying to have competitive battles, and I was just like, you know what? I can T-Bolt your ass. Your Confusion is doing, like, no damage. But I'm missing my Floating Cannon. In fact, I missed it twice. That was the second time I missed it. I was like, what the hell? Like, I wanna knock you out in style. I feel like even if he critical hits me, like, that Confusion's not doing anything, cause, like, it's Confusion, bro. Like, it's a weaker Psychic. It's like, bro, why does your thing not know Psychic? I suggest you do some more research. Okay. But that was good. That was a good match. No, good. It was, man. His Pokemon need better moveset. That's all I gotta say for that one. Yeah, pretty interesting. Yo, okay, here we go. We gotta look for Another one. Hey, we really gonna do this. I am excited. I just cannot hide it. I am going to fight in my next round. I'm gonna win. My goal is to have a match where like I just completely win all of them, you know. And by all of them, I mean all of them. Like, I don't want to lose, you know. I got to kick some ass in this next match. I don't really care. I'm gonna win anyways. We found a match, but I'm not sure what happened to that. But for that being said, we're gonna keep on looking. I think I find a match. No, not think. I know I find a match. I'm just curious as fuck as to how it plays out. This is gonna be fun. Of course, here I go. I found our opponent. His name is Colton, and hopefully, you know, Colton chooses rules where it's like normal, nothing weird. Okay, so he chooses the no restrictions, and I've told you guys before that even though they choose no restriction, you better have your mods at level 100 because I have mine at level 100, so yours better be at level 100 too. Like, why would you choose no restriction and have a mod that's not 100? Like, the fuck? Because what? He brings a mod that's level 85. Like, come on, man. Like, you're already setting yourself up for failure. If you had a mod that was level 85, you guys tell me why he didn't choose just normal, like, the normal rules where we'll put everything at level 50 and balance it out. But you know what? I'm not one to back down. Maybe this is part of his master plan, so he can, like, you know, sing himself to sleep with this one. Alright, one with a level 85 mod. Okay, good for you. But you know you didn't have to. I don't know, it's whatever. We're gonna go in anyways and try to tear this match apart. And it's gonna be good times. There is a Regirock versus Landorus. Regirock is weak as fuck to Earthquake, but Regirock is pretty defensive. So I don't know if EQ will like one-shot it. So I'm pretty sure I go for U-turn here. I mean, Earthquake looks nice. I can tell you it looks nice, but it's not stab, obviously. Earthquake is like the move. Like, he might switch. I'm checking his team out, seeing if it's safe to go for Earthquake. Guess what, guys? EQ it up. No fucks given. And does boom 60%. Ironhead. Who knows why he went for Ironhead? Because like he doesn't get stabbed on it or anything. So EQ, like this one, he Dynamax turn 2, so you know he's afraid. Like he Dynamaxed in turn 2, so like holy shit. This like ends our question of when is he gonna Dynamax? Dynamax, ladies and gentlemen, is turn 2. Like you're like, the fuck is going on? Like holy shit. So my EQ won't kill him anymore because he Dynamax. Max Knuckle, the fuck was he thinking? I am a part flying type, and flyings can eat up fighting type moves. Max Knuckle is a fighting type move, so like, what is he doing? I'm like looking at my team, like, who can like, you know, Landers is the best one to be in, you know, like, just EQ it up. I'm confused. We're confused, like, what's going on, you know, what's going on? So, we're just like, I call this match, the 1 HP, which means like in many of these this round or match or whatever, like I always knock out his mod. Like I'm very close. Leave them with just like barely 1 HP, and and let me just say it's a goddamn shame, but it's all good. I figured it's a good time to bring on Inteleon because like Inteleon like gets a free switch in. It sucks that he knocked out my Landers. Like Landers could have been fucking useful for him versus the match. Goddamn, U-turning and shit, and like outspeeding his electric. We really like outspeeding his Tapu. Like we really needed our motherfucking Lando. We go for Ice Beam just to flex. No kidding. We're choice specs, so Ice Beam. We're locked in the Ice Beam, and just be better off being locked in the Ice Beam. We don't get stabbed on it or anything, but goddamn, we'll do a shield damage. He's timid as fuck and does a lot of damage. And yeah, Landers, this would have been like, would have been like pretty amazing if he could have gone into Lando. Bro, fuck your website. Like, don't go to it. It's probably like a scam or bullshit. Like, this is like a new way for advertising. Like, what's the new way to advertise? I know, nickname your Pokemon on your website. Like, good idea. Like, ding ding ding. No, don't do it. Don't do it. It's a trap. Anyways, with that being said, this fucker just probably advertising like his website. He probably sucks at that way. Has no idea what he's doing. But I wish I had my Landers to go into. Absolutely. Let's shut this thing down. So I'm thinking about going into my special wall, and I do. My other special wall. I figured like I could earth power him. He probably doesn't know I have it. Get the rocks. I just have like different options. Versus if I went into Magnera, I don't have anything to hit to Tapu for like fucking super fucking damage, whereas Heatran can. But it turns out that the Electro Ball does way too much goddamn damage. Like just too much. It's fucking bullshit. We need to get the rocks up. We're like, get the rocks up, and he goes for the Electro Ball, which will do more damage than I expect. Like, it doesn't do too much, but like respectable damage, I guess. So, this is the time by the time we decide to do Earth Power, like, he's already, like, knocked out a lot of our HP. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. I mean, ridiculous. I'm kidding. But it's, like, crazy what he does. Like, he goes for an Electro Ball, but, like, it's not a critical hit either. It just does, decent amount of damage. Like, I'm about to, like, I'm like 30% HP left, so it does quite a bit. But yeah, we needed to knock the thing out, and we had Landers. We would have swapped into him, but Landers got KO'd unexpectedly by Dynamax turn 2. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen. That was crazy. It was really perfect to Will-O-Wisp. That's exactly what I was thinking. He's got that Destiny Bond swagger. He didn't even know one shot is Giratina. With what? How is he trying to one shot Giratina? Like, come on. Someone answer that today. Answer that one for me. Just not gonna happen. It's just not happening. So we take advantage of it. We figure Giratina might be a physical attacker. I know that thing has good special bulk, but I feel very comfortable burning it, knowing it is weakened. And I can switch it to one of my walls, my special wall. Even though that these physical, Magnera can take a very can take like defensive moves, like physical moves too. But even better for us, he goes for Dark Pulse. And it's really amazing, ladies and gentlemen. We figured to just go to Ice Beam, and I don't think it would one shot. I decided to do like super effective damage to it, but I don't think Ice Beam is gonna one shot Giratina. Even though it's super effective to it, Giratina just especially bulk. And they could be even be assault. No, I don't know it's not assault as. Just gonna keep doing Destiny, but it's just not especially bulky. Let me see what's happening here. This guy's gonna like try to like he just wants to Destiny Bond one of our mods. Like pretty bullshit. He probably, I don't know what he was expecting. Maybe expecting me to go for the floor cannon, but like Giratina's especially bulk mon, you know. I just thought this is not happening. So we figure we like, you know, sucker punch. Like we just gotta stop him from fucking. He'll Destiny Bond, I think, again, or no, we failed a sucker punch because he Destiny Bonds again. But like we're gonna keep sucker punching. So like if he like attacks, you know, eventually. No, we're in a close combat because like I do it on purpose because like we want him to attack. Never playing games with him, you know. Like we know like this won't land. This part goes duh. But I mean like we went into there's a Dragon Claw. We went into attack because if we were to sucker punch him then, we would have lost and died because like the turn before he had gone for what's that move called? Destiny Bond. So we need him to attack and then sucker punch, so we can take the thing out. It was losing burn damage in the process too, not to mention. So like we knocked it out, you know, took his health out low enough for it to keep me in sucker punch range. Really got him nice. Waiting for our next victim. Okay, so this thing, I believe it's a second ghost. I could be wrong or whatever. And I'm thinking so hard about sucker punching or even Dynamaxing, but I still don't think it was one shot. But I'll go for sucker punch anyways. I don't know why I did. I should have swapped out, but I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I got too cocky. I should have swapped out there, but you know, I figured that it's 4 times weak to dark. You know, so like sucker punch is probably the move. We're gonna swap out because we think he's gonna predict that then we're going for another sucker punch. I mean, shit. There's a psychic. That would have been pretty devastating to our him on top. We have nothing to hit this thing for super freaking damage. So I figure it's time to Dynamax and Max Lightning. Like, it's time to Dynamax. Because we're looking at this team and like we can like do the cleanup. It's cleanup time. So like I decided to do the Max Lightning. So like the first Max Lightning will be like meh, but unless the electric currents hit the field, we do Max Lightning again on the second turn and more. Then like the second and the third time, like the Max Lightning will do like not infinitely more, but definitely do more damage for goddamn sure. And I think we should call this video one the 1 HP battle because like he does nothing, ladies and gentlemen. But we're gonna do Max Lightning, and like he leaves with like 1 HP. I'm just like, that is retarded. So we gotta spend our second turn, blast this fool for Max Lightning. He goes for Ice Beam, like laugh out loud. And the game had to have told him that Ice Beam was not effective, but he still went for it anyways. Which tells me he's out of options on moves. He's like out of words, like lost for words, not sure what to do. Magnera is one of my favorite mods to Dynamax because like it's like especially like defensive, and it can be especially offensive as well with his ability, and it's got a pretty decent move pool, so it can be very devastating like fast. So I go for a Max Lightning. Hiya! I think he's only level 85. If it was level 100, it wouldn't have done so much damage. So I don't even feel a little bad. And this is where he quit. He realizes, oh my god, my mod is level 85. I better leave the match. I think that's what happens. So we go for the T-ball. I'm like, hey, no fucking secret. He realizes there, like, holy shit, I'm almost level 85. Or he sees the Magnera sweep about to like happening, like progress, where I keep on building the special attack, and I'm like offensive, especially defensive as fuck. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think he quits the match. I'm just like fucking around. I think he one shots my Magnera like right here, where I'm like, the fuck is this? Like, I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, like, explain what the fuck this shit is. Like, I was about to clean up his team, and then like that happened. It's not even super effective. Like, is it a fighting type move? Like, what's going on? Like, that just knocked out my Magnera. So like, all my dreams, hopes, ambitions for a motherfucking Magnera sweep just got swept under the rug. Like, not the kind of sweeping I was thinking of. But we will continue. I'm like, you can tell I'm shell shocked. I'm just like, huh? Huh? Oh, maybe him and Top will do something. So we bring him out. We gotta lower things attack at least, and maybe we go for the fake out, like, cause like fake out, we gotta get some damage in. Fake out is like decent. Okay, actually does nothing. So I think it's Psychic Fangs. I'm like, the fuck is this? Close combat? Like, hell no. I'm trying to get like a sense of his moves. Like, what does that thing learn new? If I knew that he has fucking Psychic Fangs, I would have definitely not brought him on top. And who knows? And Moonblast, so like, this thing is mixed as fuck. Moonblast, Psychic Fangs, that one Behemoth Blade shit, OP nonsense. So we're just like, we're running out of options real quick. I don't know who to bring out. I'm gonna edit that out. Psych. So then, there's the Hydro Pump. We gotta do a Choice Specs Hydro Pump. Like, I figured like this is last month, we should like take it out. And then guess what, guys? I missed the Hydro Pump. Focus miss. But thank goodness Focus Miss doesn't. Yeah, we call it Focus Miss, not Focus Blast, because Focus Blast be missing all the time. It's Focus Miss. So like, he doesn't Focus Miss, and for whatever reason, like, it just doesn't do enough damage. I think that's a physical attacker that has Focus Blast, Focus Miss, and we just destroy it with our Hydro Pump. Any questions? It's like, dang. And we defeat Colton. That was just a rough match. Holy fuck. Magnera could have been Magnera could have been the sweeper. It could have been the cleanup crew shit, but whatever. Yo, another one. Let's go in, don't give a fuck. Going in, going out, don't give a fuck. So we have another battle. We're going against someone from Japan, don't give a damn. Look at this guy, how do you even say that? I don't know, what's this supposed? But at least I get to choose the rules, and y'all already know I'm gonna go for normal fucking rules. Here I go. Set everything to level 50. Y'all already know what team I'm gonna fucking put in using. What team I'm gonna fucking showcase. By the way, definitely check out this team. Use this team. It's up there. Should still be able to be usable. If not, oh well, I don't know. What happened? Fuck shit. But looking at this team, looks pretty crazy cool, intimidating. It's always tough between Heatran and Landorus. I chose Heatran to lead because I'm assuming he's the leader of Powerdon, and it'd be kind of funny because Powerdon's a ground type, so if he goes to struggles for EQ, my Heatran is Air Balloon. But it might set up its rocks too, or it might even yawn or trip or something to sleep. This might be an interesting battle, but this shit is really happening, and he does leave with a battle spoiler alert, JK. Yeah, imagine. It's Cinderace, so it's I'm already in a shitty position. Playing shit, should live with Lando, so I'm gonna get a quick, easy earthquake. We're already seeing the fighting type move. That thing is high jump kick, and it's gonna transform into that type. So it's holy fuck, Lando to the rescue, because Lando can definitely not only lower this thing's attack, but he can take a high jump kick. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna do 20-30%. He takes a high jump kick, and Landers just shrugs it off, and so we're holy fuck, what do we do next? It used to be a fire type, but then now it's a fighting type. So we wanted to EQ, but it's not super effective anymore. So it's fuck, we're in a U-turn. We have no idea what this thing's gonna do or what to go into. But it's a physical mod, so I'm thinking him on top is the way to go. Spoiler alert, it goes for the fire type move, so we could have gone into Heatran just to troll this fool. But then we would just been playing a switching game, because then he'd be going for the fighting type move, and go for Landorus, losing even more HP. So it's I gotta think of something. So I'm fake out for sure. Why not? Let's get a free fake out. Remember, this thing's a fighting type now. No, it's a fire type now. Yeah, it reminds you of Greninja, but the fire version. Cause y'all recognize Greninja, that mod. You would just transform into whatever typing of the move it used. So it's fuck. Okay, so you gotta keep up with this thing's typing. Now it's a fighting type because it used high jump kick. Well, no, it used Pyro Ball, so it was a fire type. For whatever reason, he switches out. I guess something about him getting his attack lower too many times. It's he's I'm out of here. I'm not gonna one shot him until you probably won't. Not probably, you won't. So he brings out his Powerdon. Yawn is coming out. Probably Stealth Rocks is coming out. Either way, we're not afraid of EQ. First, he wouldn't even go to it on the fighting type, but if he did, Heatran is gonna float above it and laugh at it. But we want to get our Stealth Rocks up, even if he goes for Yawn. And here's the Yawn. Spoiler alert, Heatran does go to sleep because we do want our rocks up. So we're like, fuck this shit. We're afraid of another yawn, but he goes for stealth rocks of his own. How do I feel about that? Like, it's not too crazy. I am kind of disappointed though. My heat training is asleep, and that's kind of annoying. But we're gonna play this game, trying to wake it up. But he must know I'm on the air balloon because he doesn't go for EQ. He said he withdraws. And to try to take advantage of the moment that my shit's asleep. And I was confused as fuck as to why he brought this thing out. I was like, yo, you know I'm a fire type and you're steel. Like, what's going on? I know I'm asleep, but shit. Once I wake up, my Magma Star is gonna one-shot you. I'm like, Meteor Beam, what is this? I never seen this move ever before, like, up until this moment. But apparently, like, boosts his special attack and you get a power up, so it's like a solar beam type move. And so then, like, he literally, like, blasts that heat train, like, no respect, like, fucking, like, disrespectful, like, I'm, like, asleep as fuck, like, I take it, I'm at 60% HP now, and then I see, like, it has to recharge, so I'm like, holy fuck, it's one of those rechargeable moves. So I'm just like, wake up, heat train, wake up, we gotta one-shot this bitch. But, like, make matters worse, you know, he decides randomly to Dynamax. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's great. What does this guy have up his sleeve? I'm fearing the fighting type move, or possibly the ground type move, but I don't know. I don't think the thing gets ground type moves, but possibly the fighting type move. I'm like, what does he have up his sleeve? But he goes for Maxwell, and that's like, man, it's not super effective, but it's like effective damage. And I'm like, if Heatran doesn't wake his ass, oh, he's gonna fucking, like, he's gonna die next turn. And he wakes up, too late, it's too late though. The Magma Star does decent damage, pretty good, but, like, we didn't see this in Dynamaxing, so, like, kudos to him, kudos to my opponent, because, like, he sees, like, a good moment in time. The Star Fox is up, so I really can't switch out. If I do, yeah, he's gonna die to the Star Fox. We all know that's a lame way for your mods to go. So Heatran just, like, does absolutely nothing in this match. Okay, that's a lie. Heatran brought the Star Fox, put the Star Fox on the field, and did a little bit of decent damage to the mod that's out right now, which is I don't know that thing's name because it's a Generation 7 mod. Fun fact, I know most of the mods for Generations 1 through 6, and like some 7, some 8. But anyways, I'm still trying to familiarize. I know what typing that thing is. It's still flying. It's like comparable to Skarmory. Kind of sad that I don't know the thing's name. Like, I'll go, like, Google it later, or someone will, like, hit me up in the comment section, like, it's Baba! I'll be like, oh shit. Okay. Alright. It's just a game, like, relax. Anyways, I'm going to, this is when I decide to, Dynamax my Magnera, and, like, holy shit, I figured that thing gets Flamethrower, but yeah, like, it gets Flamethrower, and then, like, it decides to live with 1 HP. The Thunder, I did the Thunder shit, and, like, he's super effective to it. I'm like, yes, because, you know, it's per flying, but it loses 1 goddamn HP, and, like, loses Dynamax, so I'm like, what the fuck? We're calling this match, hey, 1 HP. So he gets a free Flamethrower on my ass, which is, like, utter nonsense. But, like, at least we take this thing out, like, before it became more threatening to my team. So, but either way, like, the damage is done, and we're just like, damn, Magnera's boosting up, you know, getting that special attack out. Yeah, I still, like, some over the wall, but the HP is dropping, you know what I'm saying? Or, like, what is he gonna bring next? So then, like, he brings out, this confuses the hell out of me. I'm like, Max Lightning Eventual? Like, you know that's gonna one-shot you. I literally froze. I'm like, you know, I have options, but then, like, he reveals Heat Wave. And I'm like, he reveals Heat Wave, and I'm like, yeah, there's just no way. Right now, like, especially defensive, and I'm assault vested, but it's just like, you know, that thing's a legendary, and I was low HP. It just wasn't happening. So I'm just like, what's the best way to knock out the state? So anytime I get a chance to switch, you know, bring in a new mod, I used to bring this bad boy out. Inteleon goes hard. He never can't really take hits, but he can definitely dish them out. So like, I forget about the Sucker Punch, and now it's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying because like, Inteleon like is already a glass cannon. He needs all the HP he can get. And like the Sucker Punch literally almost KOs him, so like he's on borderline, he's in the red zone, like he's not surviving any hit, not even a tackle from Pikachu, like he's just not gonna take anything. So like Inteleon's in trouble. We just gotta like stay alive. The good news is that it's speedy as a fast mod, so we'll outspeed a lot of Pokemon on this team. We'll go first and then like hit him, smack him with a Hydro Pump or Ice Beam. But he brings out Ditto, so we're just like, fuck. We know that he's probably Choice Scarfed. He's probably gonna go for Ice Beam or Hydro Pump. And he goes for Ice Beam. We stay in because we do not want to like take a hit from that thing. We do, and like if we had switched out just to bring it back in, the thing would have died to Stealth Rock, so we just had no choice. We had to watch the thing like, you know, rest in peace, Inteleon. Until next time. So each Choice Scarf Ice Beam. Hitmontop is the only mod on our team that can take it. Magneris faded, Heatran's faded. You know, our main special wall, like, is like, you know, the chemistry of our team is like changed. The dynamic is changing. Like we lost our special wall, so like it's getting pretty rough. I'm like, I should go for a free figure. We're worried about him switching out though. But he doesn't switch out. He just decides, hey, Ice Beam is sufficient. But Hitmontop takes that like a boss, not even a special wall or anything. He just has a lot of HP. Well, not a lot of HP, but a decent amount. Just some natural bulk. And amazingly, close combat doesn't one-shot Inteleon. I mean, I didn't expect it to. I kind of did, I guess. But we're gonna clean up with Sucker Punch. Like, cause like Inteleon just isn't that bulky. Look at it, it's not bulky. And I'm like, look at it. But I mean, like, no, like his stats, the numbers don't lie. Like, it's more of a glass cannon. So he's a heavy hitter, but just can't take hits. Speaking of heavy hitters, you know, but can't take hits. Here comes his Fire Bunny. I forgot what this thing's called. This is Generation 8. It's one of the fire starters. Come on, I should know this thing. But anyways, he brings him out. I decided this is a good time for Landers. Hoping he goes for Electro Ball or some kind of electric type move. That'd be golden. He might go for the fighting type, which would be fair. But he goes for Power Ball, which is ugly. I mean, like, it'll do damage to Landers, but like he doesn't resist fire, or like it just like does normal damage. So like we have to look at his team. Everything on his team looks like he can take an earthquake, except for Ditto. Ditto will come in and transform into Landorus, and then like he will eat up, or like not even. You would not just take the Landorus. You would not take the EQ. We're worried about that actually. We're like, fuck it. Heals for Sucker Punch. And like, we forget that thing gets Sucker Punch. Cinderace. Yeah, guys, I remember the name. I didn't even look it up, I swear. It's Cinderace. Yeah, I just don't like, there's just too many mods, and they're gonna only keep adding more. So it's like, hey, at least I know the first 6 generations, like the key mods, the stuff people use competitively. Like, I'm not talking about like, hey, okay, do you know what a Togetic is? Like, no one uses that thing, so like, yes, I know, but we're talking about competitive mods. We're talking about like mods people fucking use in battle. You know what I mean? This is real shit. Tournament. We have a tournament mind. We got a tournament mind. Y'all feel me? We got a tournament mind. Like, okay, so like for example, Generation 2 had a lot of baby mods. Like, who gives a shit about those? We're trying to win. Anyway, here goes nothing. Here goes nothing. So he brings out Hippowdon. We're worried about Yawn. I think he's defensive as fuck. Real close combat it, but it's just not gonna like do enough. Like this more than I expect, or whatever. That thing might yawn the fuck out of me. Like, holy shit, no way, gross. And like nothing on my team wants to take a yawn. It's looking pretty bad. It's 2 versus 3. We've only got 2 mods left. He's got 3, and like at least we have Tapu Bulu. Like at least we can one-shot that thing with a grass type, like just a Horn Leech. Wood Hammer would be overkill, but we can at least Horn Leech it. We're just worried about Yawn, and there's the Yawn right there. So if we switch out, he might Yawn again and play this. This is Stuff Fox. This Stuff Fox is up, so we can't afford to keep switching out. So we just gotta go in right now. Unfortunately, like, we're gonna Horn Leech, get some of our HP back. Oh, Wood Hammer, fuck it. We're expecting to switch. But we go for Wood Hammer anyways. That's overkill. Imagine if it lived with 1 HP and I'm like, it seems to be the theme of these battles. But anyways, here goes nothing. Tapu Bulu, as predicted, he was a fucking yawn, so of course, my Tapu Bulu went is a fucking sleep. Like, night. Like, there's nothing I can do about that. Like, he's debating, like, what to bring, like, how to set up on me while I'm asleep. Or, like, that's what I assume. That's what I'd be doing if I was my opponent. Here is the fire type move coming in. Guys, I think we lost this one. There's no way we coming back. I swear this is a good team. Like, but like I don't know. He didn't have 1 legendary, but that technically that's within the rules, within this like series or whatever. But that's for VGC though, so it's like singles. I don't know. I'm still playing by Smogon rules. But Pyro Ball, like, Himotop is doing this. Will took his hardest to take it, but like lives with 9 HP left. Like, but the sand is gonna take us out. Like SMH, the sand from the sandstorm. So it's like yikes. Like Himotop tried. Like, we'll give him the badge. Like, you tried. But this game, y'all, like. Tapu Bulu is asleep, and even if he was awake, he's not outspeeding Cinderace. He's just not outspeeding. Cinderace is a really fast mod. We're gonna just quit, he's gonna Pyro Ball. Like, basically, like, in this game, like, we just sat there and, battled it all through the end. Like, we forfeited at the right time. Like, he could have Pyro Balled us, and, like, we could have watched the animation of him, like, taking out my mod, and, like, Yo, time to record again. Hey, I mean battle as I record. We found a battle and that was pretty quick. Some other version, I'm not sure what symbol that is. That could be South Korean, I don't know. I ain't tripping, we're gonna battle anyways and see what's going on. They're gonna choose the rules and y'all know how I feel about rules, but thankfully they choose normal rules. This person already knows something. You already know what team we're gonna use. No surprise at this point. We're gonna kick some ass, of course. We want to fucking get in a right lead. So we're looking at this team. Looks pretty threatening. He's got a lot of legendaries. People on here think, oh, if I use legendary Pokemon, I will win. Like, hey guys, we're here to shut down this theory. We're here to shut down this theory. Okay, you can use normal mons, not just the legendary mons, and like, you know, my team is like pseudo legendary. I don't know how to explain it, but he's using like the legendary, like the Pokemon that are like on the fucking box art of the game. Like those are like legendaries. Like, like, you know, he or she thinks they're gonna win. You know, so it's like, okay, well, you know, they very well could win. You know, at the end of the day. But this is not how I play, you know. Like how I play is, legendary Pokemon are okay. They have their own place, their own tier. If I use legendaries, it's gonna be in the Uber tier, versus legendaries, and that's the way it should go. Not legendaries versus OU. But yeah, first thing I want to do is U-turn, because like I cannot one-shot a Groudon with Landers. It's just not happening. The real threat is like, we think he's gonna go for like a fire type move. It's not going for a ground type move because Landers is in. If he does go for a ground type move, that'd be like a next level prediction. Like, the fuck? Like, I did not see that coming. Like, Precipice played on turn 1 with Landers. We're going into Heatran. Hippopotamus is like the safer place, the middle ground. But Heatran is like, you know, it's like shit, like ground and fire. It resists that technically. Ground because of the heat, the air balloon. He used for Heat Crash, and like we called that shit, so we own that shit. So like we're gonna go for Will-O-Wisp, which is weird because I wanted to get my Stuff Rocks up. I was either Stuff Rocks or Will-O-Wisp, and we chose Will-O-Wisp because like a burned Groudon would be hilarious, and like, you know, this dreams come true. Like, look at this. His legendary Groudon is burned, which means it's severely weakened, which means its physical attacks are cut in half, which means I'm able to take it, anything that thing throws at me. Landers comes in for the laugh out louds and lowers his attack even further, and he goes for a Prestigious Blade, which like we're just making all the right plays here. Like this person's like, my legendary mons aren't working. Like we're making all the plays here. We might as well go for EQ. His HP is dropping just a little bit. That's when he decides to switch out, of course. Realizing we're operating him hard. Look, guys, look how much damage this EQ does to Kyogre. Kyogre is more especially defensive and especially offensive mod. Almost no defense. Look at that from a Lando. I think that's like 70% to his health. Maybe 60. That's a lot of goddamn damage. We're like, shit, we might as well stay in and do another EQ. But like, but I think he switches out, knowing the damage is done. No, worst case scenario, Lando is gonna like evaporate with this water shit. Kyogre is going to Dynamax. They see the danger. I should have read that. There's just no way. There's just no way that like I saw that coming. I thought he was gonna switch out, but he decides, like, to stay in. We almost one-shot Kyogre from that point with Earthquake, almost, but like it's just close, but no cigar, I guess. So we gotta bring in something to like take this thing out. And And it's like SMH, you know. The good news is, at least he already Dynamax. We haven't yet, so our opponent doesn't know when we're gonna Dynamax. They already Dynamax, so it's like, too soon. But you know, he did take out my Lando, so it's like, damn, I want to feel that one tomorrow. We decided, fuck it, let's Dynamax. Like, shit, let's get it out the way right now. And like, this is like a golden opportunity to like have Magnera be a threat. I looked at his team, and like Magnera, like, look, he's got the green light to like start doing destruction. My Skeezer. All right, so he goes for it. We're salt vested, so like it is decent amount in the rain from a Kyogre. Permax Lightning. Another reason why I Dynamax, I wasn't sure like T-Bolt would like, even though it had very little health, Kyogre is pretty specially defensive. I wasn't sure like a normal T-Bolt would like take that thing out. So I felt like it was almost mandatory that we Dynamax. So we get that Soul Heart swag. If y'all notice with these matches, my Magnera Dynamax, you must have Magnera to Dynamax. He's like the best one on the team, I think, to Dynamax, cause like that move pool, and like he's eating up hits. Magnera is eating up hits. Like Assault Vest is great on him or her, whatever. I don't know what the thing is, Magnera. Okay, I think something weird happens here. I look at my HP. I think he drops my HP and one swoop. Yeah, with this move gets me every time. Like, what's going on here? What is that move? Bahamut Blade. It like, my Magnera just like, Eve, like, almost at full HP, just like drops dead. It's like he knew that was, like, someone help me here. What the fuck was that? Like, I'm not gonna Google it. I don't care. Like, whatever. Like, I just want to know. Someone tell me in the comment section why that does so much damage. So my thought process is, it's raining, thanks to Kyogre bringing the rain out, and he just one-shotted my Magnera. Let's Hydro Pump this motherfucker down to the dirt. But he goes for a Sword Dance, which is like a laugh out loud, and we do not miss our Hydro Pump. So do we one-shot this thing? For sure. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And the rain stopped. So that was literally the last turn of rain, and we utilized it. So I'll thank my opponent for that shit. Because I'm not completely sure if a Choice Specs Hydro Pump would have one-shotted that thing if there was no rain, but there was rain. Then he brings out his Groudon just to flex, like, ho ho. Like, I will bring out the sun, so weaken your water type moves. Bring out the water moves. Weaken the water moves. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, I cannot if I Hydro Pump it, I don't think it's gonna one-shot it. And I don't think he's gonna do serious damage too. That thing's burned. He probably forgot that thing was burned, and he's like, fuck, it's burned. And Rock Tomb is doing nothing. In fact, Inteleon could have stayed in. Yes, it's gonna lower my speed, but who gives a fuck? That won't do shit, especially when you're burned. That move is weak anyways, but fuck, Rock Tomb has this place of purpose. It's a good move. Especially when you're trying to lower speed and there's like a lot of speed ties or Choice Scarf or just a lot of random shit like that. But we go for the fake out, and I'm just like, fuck, he's probably switching. He's probably thinking what to switch it to. And I'm like, yep. So we should have gone for like a close combat or something like that. But you know, it's all good. He does bring out his Poison Dragon type, which is like, in the back of my head, I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna take this thing out? It's got a cool typing. poison dragon. Like that's all you gotta say. And like, I'm like, fuck that shit. I don't want to hear anything else. You said poison dragon type, and that's fucking dopeness. Ya dig? Alright. So he goes for Dynamax Cannon. I'll switch it to Heatran. I know I could probably take anything this thing dishes me, barring a ground type move. And we fear we can retaliate with our own Earth Power, but we gotta get the rocks out. And no, it's kind of late in the matchup, but we gotta get the rocks out. Like, we're making it happen. Very important to get the rocks up. So like, if he keeps on switching, then like we can like fuck their game up. And then what I've noticed is he likes to switch, so he switches a lot. So I'm like, damn, I gotta get stuff rocks up sooner, because this is the third time Groundland's been out, if I'm not mistaken. So we get the rocks out and we just call it a fucking day right there. We gotta get Heatran out though. Even though it's bird, it does not want to take a ground type move. Hitmontop does. Hitmontop wants to like hop num. Wants to eat that one up. And that'd be cool as fuck. You keep lowering this thing's attack. It's hilarious. It's burnt. It's like, stop lowering my attack. Precipitate Blade. A strong ass move. Literally does almost nothing to him on top. So I'm not really sure what to do here. I think I close combat or do I switch? Yeah, no hesitation. I close combat. He's gonna get some damage onto it. We think he's gonna switch, but thankfully we have the rock. So now like, you know, at least with every switching, like he'll be doing like damage to himself. He does withdraw, so like it's like, goddamn, he does switch a lot. Who's on? Xerneas? So Xerneas comes in to take a close combat. That was a good move, I guess. But we're in serious trouble because Xerneas is gonna go for Geomancy. How do you say that move? Geomancy. But yeah, he's gonna go for that, and like we're like in big trouble because after he goes for that, like he's gonna like outspeed our team, be a good specialty defensive wall, and have good special attacks. So like dish out serious damage while being really fast and defensive, especially defensive. So I was like, what the fuck? How do we stop it? And like he pulled this bad boy out on purpose, like way late in the game when our mons were weakened. Like like I've lost a couple of mons and some of my mons have low HP, and then like he waited for that moment to like, you know, bring this thing out, and it could have been better for my opponent because like I have nothing to hit this thing for super effective. I have no poison type moves, I have no steel type moves, so I'm just like, what if Mugable Storm works? And he goes for a Focus Blast. Like the Focus Blast would have like destroyed my team. Like it would have destroyed my Heatran. Focus Blast, Focus Miss. That's what we call it, Focus Miss, because it just missed just now. Or like we know that, like, you know, I gotta look at my team like, who wants to take a Focus Miss? The answer to that is no one. Tapu Bulu could take it. I figured, okay, Tapu Bulu, but next turn he's going to attack me. He's gonna outspeed my Tapu Bulu because it's Geomancy. So it's like it's not gonna take the second attack. It's gonna take the first attack, but not the second one. So like it's gonna take. Oh, but then he switches. Okay, no, that's not Moon Blast. That's Focus Blast. Look how much damage his Focus Blast does, even though it resists. In conclusion, that is utter trash. So it's like, okay, now we're gonna play like, who the fuck wants to take the Fairy type move? Heatran wants to, but then Heatran doesn't want to take the Focus Blast. I mean Focus Miss. Nah, it's Focus Blast, but this is called Focus Miss. So I switch out in desperation. You can call it desperado at this point. I'm trying to play mind games with my opponent, but he's not having it. Moonblast, and I'm like, her. He trying to eat that up, but not his focus miss. I have no idea like what I'm going for here. Like he's slowly healing up with the grass plane, so it's not looking good. I wish I had Toxic instead of Will-O-Wisp on this thing. But there's the Focus Blast, and guess what? He doesn't miss it this time. Heatran's gonna evaporate. Like, where did Heatran go? Like he just Focus Blast to knock that thing off the map. Like that thing's gone. And I look through my team. I scan my team. It's like, yikes! He's gonna like wipe out my whole team. Like Xerneas is gonna clean up, and like I'm already calling it. Like they said never give up, but I'm like, shit, that's game. Like I could have forfeited, but I'm like, yeah, let's just keep going. I'm curious to see how much Hydro Pump will do to it, but like it's too late because like he's gonna like knock this thing out before I can find out. I don't have a Focus Sash on any of my team members, so like Xerneas is coming through and like cleaning me up. I'm about to lose this match. Like guys, spoiler alert, I lose this match, but it was a grand time. Did I even mention that he used like a shitload of legendaries? Cough. But anyways, it was a good match anyways. I still feel like I could have won. I just made a few little minor mistakes that, snowballed, like call it the snowball effect, where all the minor mistakes kind of added up and became like really big in the long run. But, no, okay, let's go. Final round, fight. Okay, no, okay. But it's gonna be, I guess the last match of the video. I guess our 5th and final battle, or I lost count. 6. I thought it was 5, but I don't know. Fuck it. We're just searching for a battle. Hopefully we catch a win. We've been like catching L's. I don't know. I lost count. Someone tell me how many wins I did, how many losses I did. I'm doing fine. As you can tell, it's casual, but like competitive team. We want to win, but like if I lose, like I don't know. I don't lose anything. I don't know. I just like I get better. I want to lose so I can win. I get better. Whatever. But I will get better. And I will win. So we're gonna go see what's happening. Hopefully this person doesn't choose the gay rules. But they choose the even gayer rules where it's like only 3 mods in Battle Tower rules. So I'm like, nope, I cannot even go against you with like that. And so it has me questioning like already from the match starts. Does he have a team that's built around Battle Tower rules, single Battle Tower rules? If that's true, that's gay. No, I'm kidding. Cause we're trying to 6v6 here. We're trying to like, have that old school, battle like where Pokemon like began, how it started. We're trying to fucking just goes in. And guess what? To no surprise, he brings out a team of legendaries. I don't know, not all of them are legendary mods, but like a half of his team is legendary. So it's like, whatever, like, you just go with the flow. We're at the point where we're just like, fuck it. No complaining. Like, take that to your mama with your drama. We're going to fucking just take any battle we can receive and get and like pounce out of it. We're going to fight. We're not going to give up. We're going to try to catch wins every time because it's fun. And I like to see new shit happen. I'm down to see which I'm down for like whatever. So he brings on this thing, Karen White, and we're just like, cool. Do I go for Stone Edge, Iron Tail? Probably Stone Edge because Stone Edge has a better accuracy than Iron Tail. However, I'm not sure that's gonna either one will one shot. I think it possibly could, but I'm not risking it because if it doesn't even hit me with an ice move. So I'm thinking about, okay, the incoming ice move. Who the fuck wants to take ice on my team? Probably right now, but it's gonna be a physical ice move, not special. We just gotta get the fuck out of there. And we outspeed because of our jolly toy scarf. So I'm thinking, Heat Trick can probably take the ice move the best. And what if it goes for a dragon type move? Like, you can take it. So freeze dry, that's a laugh out loud. Like, Heat Trick's eating that up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And we're afraid of the earth power. I think might carry. Like, that's a real possibility, like a real threat. I was so terrified. I was like, Lando has to come back in. I was thinking about Lando's coming back in. Or something that can take a goddamn earth power. And it was either Lando or Timotop. But I chose Lando because Lando was absolutely not affected. And guess what happens, y'all? What happens? The person canceled on me. I was like, huh? Right when the battle was getting hot and heavy. Like, probably a troll, probably his mother telling him to go to bed, it's too late. We have no idea why that happened, but guess what? That happened. We're just looking for battles. We want to win, and we find one. We find a battle, and like it's going down, like no questions, comments, concerns. Like, let's go in, like just hush. We're in a battle, and to nobody's surprise, it's used no restriction. I don't care about no restriction. Just be about it. Be about that life, and show me like your level 100s. Don't pick no restriction. No restriction and fucking okay, so this person's about that life. This person's about that life, and so when I see his team, people like to lead with Shuckle. Shuckle is a very popular lead, so I'm like, he's gonna bring out fucking Shuckle. And I like his team because he's got no real legendary mod. So this is a person who's trying to make an honest living, trying to just play the game normally. And I already like his team, but I'm already gonna leave with Inteleon. I'm rarely, not rarely, but not so often do I lead with Inteleon. Not so often do I lead with Inteleon because I don't know, he's fast, but Landers is faster, But anyways, I feel like Shuckle's coming out, and I was right. The reason people like to lead with Shuckle is because Shuckle will fucking do good of hazards and setting up for the whole match. So sticky web, stuff rocks, they can learn this shit. So I gotta get rid of this thing immediately. I know it's weak to water, it's part rock. So Choice Pick Hydro Pump almost one-shots it. This is a big deal because Shuckle is very defensive. It can take lots of hits. So but a Hydro Pump it can't take. And unfortunately I have to go for another Hydro Pump because of choice specs. And I have a possibility of missing, but I don't. So I had to blast my second Hydro Pump at Shuckle, even though I had 1 HP. But fucking all I got was Sticky Web. It could have gotten Stuff Rocks or more nonsense that could have happened. He could have Toxic or did some infestation. We don't have time for that bullshit. We just gotta get rid of that thing immediately. And speed kind of does matter. Not really on my team, but Inteleon, it matters to Inteleon. But he's already out on the field when that happened. So yeah, this thing comes out. But I'm not even sure, I've never seen this mod piloted before, or maybe I have, but I don't remember. But I was confused as hell as why he brought it out. running into other options. I'm like, do I just stay in Hydro Pump? That's the real question. I had to look it up. This mod, you know, and like, I'm just not sure what he had in mind. But like, it just makes it, like, what was I gonna switch into? I looked at my team, and Teleon is already in, ready to do damage, ready to go first, and do Hydro Pump on it. And he, like, I looked up its stats. It's got like no speed. Like, that thing works best in a Trick Room team. But we were just like confused as hell. The timer's going down. We have to Hydro Pump that thing. It just makes sense, and we don't miss it. So like, we're gonna do serious damage. And by serious damage, I mean we KO this thing. Except it's Focus Sash. We almost do. It did that for body press. Like, it is decent damage, but like, was it worth it? Was it worth your thing, like getting like, you know, like, he has just 2 months, both like surviving at full HP, like one sturdy and one Focus Sash. So like, Inteleon is coming through in this match, not missing a single Hydro Pump. It's got an 80% accuracy, so 20% of the time it's supposed to miss, but hasn't missed so far. So he's like, fuck this shit, I'll bring my own. Inteleon, he's like, I'll bring my own. And so like, I'm feeling like, I'm not doing this. I need to switch into something that can take it. So like, I'm looking at you, Magnera. Like, I'm looking at Magnera to take the water or the ice or whatever he plans on doing. Probably not gonna do like a water. Like, he probably wants to do like a Shadow Ball or a Dark Pulse and a Sticky Web. But fuck it, I don't give a shit. Magnera wasn't outspeeding that thing anyways. And there's a Dark Pulse, and that means we did the perfect switch. And his Life Orb minus Choice Specs. Choice Specs wins. Not kidding. Life Orb is pretty good too, but so I'm looking at this team who can take a T-Ball. He has a guard chomp, so like, if we go for T-Ball, we got a chance of fucking like giving him a free switch in if we go for T-Ball and he switches to guard chomp. But we're gonna take that risk. But he goes for a Hydro Pump and misses. And even if that thing landed, his Hydro Pump would have not done. Like, it would not have one shot at my Magnera. Let me just tell you that right now. Even if it was a crit to go hit, even if that thing had sniper, it's just not gonna do it. Like, because like, I'm like assault vested and I'm calm nature, so like, I'm designed to take special hits. Here's a Hydro Pump. Let me show you guys what I mean. It's not gonna be a critical hit, but like, he eats that up, no problem. He kills himself to the Life Orb. Like, do I laugh or do I laugh? Anyways, I laugh. So, no, that's not funny. Never laugh at your own jokes. Anyways, we missed Ice Beam because he's already gone. Anyways, I'm not sure. Did I get the boost? Well, even on Metagross, back in Generation 7 days, my Magnera had Hidden Power Fire, and now they removed Hidden Power, so like, Hidden Power is not in this game anymore, so he can confidently bring on Metagross. Back in the day, you could not confidently bring Metagross because my thing was running, instead of Focus Miss, it was running Hidden Power Fire, so like, you'd be like, Fire. And we missed our Focus Blast, and he goes for EQ. I don't know what I was thinking staying in. That was not smart. I should have went into Landorus or Himotop. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have went to Landorus. I don't know. I guess I wanted to give some Himotop some love and give him some action. Because, like, I think it's Pret Psychic, so I think you go for Zen Headbutt. The fuck was I thinking? But then again, I'm thinking to go for Ice Punch too. Maybe I was thinking about the Ice Punch, the potential Ice Punch. But either way, Metagross like almost fucks up my team. Metagross is used to it. I don't really have anything to hit it super effective. But it's like Second Punch, but Second Punch isn't one-shotting. Himotop is physical, but like, I would say more defensive. But he goes for EQ anyway, no fucks given. Like, that's like nothing, but like, I don't know. Damage is damage. We get the Rapid Spin. That's why we bring out Himotop. For the Rapid Spin, like, we got rid of the stuff the sticky web, which will kind of, I guess, matters a little bit. My Landorus is part flying, so he's choice scarfed, so he's unaffected by the sticky web, even if they were on the field still. We're looking at Landorus. Do we bring Landorus out? Do we do it? Do it? Do it? Do it? So we do it. We bring out Landorus. Landorus looks very chill, and like Earthquake is a real possibility. Body press, that's not gonna do anything. It does nothing. Like that just tickles Landorus' bones. Like Landorus, like what the fuck. So we're looking at this team. Can every unit see the EQ? You betcha. So it's a save to go for Earthquake, and Metagross is just very, very thick. Cause like it just should have one-shotted. But I think it's weakness policy. Just to show you the power, like a weakness policy Metagross with a fucking Dynamax weakness policy, like strong as fuck. Nothing to sleep on. But he goes for Ice Punch. He confirms it. He shows it off, reveals it. And we were worried as hell about Ice Punch. That's why we didn't bring out Landorus in the first place. We brought out Hemotop, but we were worried about the Psychic move as well. And then, I repeat, ladies and gentlemen, Metagross does get Zen Headbutt. You can look it up. It's part Psychic, so like it definitely has that ability. So he's like, speaking of Dynamax and weakness policy boost, here it is. But the good news is it's got like no HP left. The bad news is it's doing a lot of damage while it's on the field. But we go for Sucker Punch, and like, guess what? The theme of this video, it lives with 1 HP. That should have one-shotted, not one-shotted, but take out the remainder of his HP. But it did not. It did not come through. Fucking sick. We're like, who the hell are we going to? We don't give a fuck at this point. If y'all have been paying attention this whole time in my webcam, I'm just tripping out, fucked up, high as shit. I just had an edible or some shit. Just chilling, smoking, living my life, playing this game all high as fuck. I'm doing the commentary high as fuck. I was fucking playing the video high as fuck. Cool story, bro. But we're going in anyways. We go for a late ass Star Fox. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, but Star Fox is very dear and important to me. He was with Max and Knuckle. We had the chance to knock the thing out. We're gonna run for fucking Earth Power and knock the thing out. But we were like, we gotta get the rocks up. Honestly, to be honest with you, I had no idea my Heatran would have outsped Metagross. I forget how slow Metagross is. Heatran is pretty slow, but like Metagross is just a little slower. They're just slow things, I guess. But Metagross is even slower, so I forgot how slow that thing was. Cause I literally gave him that piece. I was like, here, you can have him. Kind of unfortunate for me, but you know, it is what it is. We have no choice. Like, I'm like looking at Hornleech. I think has no HP, and we outspeed. We know that if Heatran outsped that thing, holy shit, like anything else on my team will outspeed that thing. So, we gave up my Heatran because, I don't know, we're tripping balls. Tapu Bulu is so badass, like, one of my favorite grass types. Like, very dedicated. Basic, one of my favorites. But we don't have much left. It's looking very bad. But it's time to Dynamax and bring out Tapu Bulu. Dynamax time. We could win. I know the results. I know. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm sorry. But very rarely do I have to like I like this team because you can Dynamax like basically almost any model on this team. But just all the mods that do it better. And Magnera does it better. Tibu is fairly decent with it. But this is gonna just get rid of the problem, like, you know, it literally one-shots Garchomp, which is beautiful. Like, we desperately needed that to happen. Then he has, like, one Mon left. And we have our time with 2 turns of Dynamax left. And it just so happens to be his ice thing, like Darmanitan ice version. He was gonna Fire Punch, but we're Dynamax, so like we can take it better than if we were just normal. And the good information, I didn't even know that he got Fire Punch from an ice type. The fuck? But we knocked the thing out too. And we win the match. It was a good ass match. Like, it was great. Awesome. I'm happy I win. So like, it was a fair match. I would say that was fair. Like, he didn't really use too many legendaries, but I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Like, yeah, that was fun. These were fun fucking matches. Fuck this shit. Damn. Thank you for watching, bitches. Thank you for watching, bitches. Thank you for watching, bitches. That's my team. Fuck it. Let's go. So...